All right, and in related news, Sanjay Raut from the Uddhav Thackeray faction of the Shiv Sena has made a statement that is stoking some controversy. He's dared the government, this is his language, to conduct a surgical strike on China. He said China is trying to enter Arunachal Pradesh. That is a statement, obviously, that other leaders like Rahul Gandhi have also made. He's then taken it a step further and said, do a surgical strike on China. Take a look at this reaction, then we'll connect with reporters for more.
प्रधानमंत्री ने देखना चाहिए। अभी ब्रिक्स में गए थे तो चाइना के प्रीमियर को मिलकर आए हैं, गले लगाए हैं हमेशा की तरह, और उसके बाद इस चाइना का मैप आता है तो ये सवाल जो है उनको पूछना चाहिए, आपको कैसा लगता है? हमको हमारा तो दिल टूट जाता है देखकर। राहुल गांधी ने जो बात कही है वो सच है कि लद्दाख में पेंगोंग वैली तक चाइना घुस गया है, हमारी ज़मीन चाइना ने खा ली है। ये राहुल गांधी की बात सच है, हमको भी मालूम है। अरुणाचल में चाइना घुसने की कोशिश करते हैं। करो सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक, हिम्मत है तो चाइना पर, हिम्मत है तो चाइना पर सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक करके दिखाइए।
My colleague Preeti Sompura with us to bring us more context. Preeti, just put the comment that Sanjay Raut has made into the larger context of comments that we've seen come in from leaders when it comes to the Arunachal Pradesh story. We were highlighting what Rahul Gandhi had to say a few days back, but where does this fit into the larger context, the other comments we've seen, particularly from opposition leaders when it comes to the subject of Arunachal Pradesh?
Yes, so just a few minutes ago, Sanjay Raut at this press conference in Mumbai, he clearly said that a few days ago, Prime Minister met the Chinese premier. After that, this map has come, and this month China is covered with this map, and it already sounded enough. Pradesh is there one, is there a part. So now the Shiv Sena party leader, the section leader and the Rajya Sabha MP Sanjay Raut has raised the question why India is not doing a surgical strike against China, and he has raised this question, and he already says that whatever Rahul Gandhi is saying that China already entered some parts of the Arunachal Pradesh and even in the Ladakh near the Bangkok Lake. Now whatever Rahul Gandhi is saying is a fact, but why we are not doing a surgical strike against China? He raised a question in the today's morning press conference.
Tell us, Preeti, is this perhaps an approach we're going to see more INDIA leaders take in the next few months, particularly leading up to the polls? This sort of urging of India be more aggressive when it comes to Arunachal Pradesh in vis-a-vis China?
It's true, because the way that earlier also we have seen that in Samna, the mouthpiece of the Shiv Sena, the Balakar Thackeray section, the mouthpiece in that also earlier Sanjay Raut has raised this question. Even the Uddhav Thackeray also raised the same question that why we are not doing a surgical strike against China. And now today morning in a press conference, Sanjay Raut this question, and he already said that why Central is quiet on this issue. Few days ago, our Prime Minister is meeting the Chinese Premier, and now this map is coming. So why we are keeping quiet? Whatever Rahul Gandhi is claiming, Sanjay Raut in the press conference clearly supported Rahul Gandhi's statement about China, and now he has also raised this question.
Preeti, I am trying to understand though, what your sources tell you behind the scenes. Has there been any word between the INDI alliance members that this is going to be perhaps one of the central pillars in terms of what they're going to be talking about before the 2024 elections?
Yeah, because we have also seen earlier also all the parties obviously coming together, and there was 2 days meeting which took place, India's 2 days meeting took place in Mumbai on 31st and 1st. So now this statement is coming in support of Rahul Gandhi by Sanjay Raut. It's clearly that opposition is likely to raise these questions, and before also we have seen that earlier also Uddhav Thackeray has raised these questions about the China, why India is quiet on this issue, and even the Rahul Gandhi has also raised these questions. So now we can see that the election is nearby in the next year. So now the opposition party is coming together and they are raising this question.
Okay, Preeti, can I just ask you to stay with us? I want to now take our audiences through different reactions. We were talking right now of a Shiv Sena Uddhav Thackeray faction member. Let's take a look at Congress leaders and what they've had to say.
Given the fact that the frontier in the western sector was undemarcated, these myths which the BJP keeps running, that Nehru gave up 38,000 square kilometers to China, is historically absolutely incorrect. Only an intellectually challenged person can make such a obnoxious claim. To sum it up, so therefore the Chinese maps are preposterous. They are not in sync with the history of the Sino-Indian border dispute. China has no claim whatsoever on Arunachal Pradesh. The border in the eastern sector is the McMahon line, which has been recognized since 1913.
This was a map that was published on August 28th, but let's take a very quick look at what the last few years have looked like, because this is in no way a new issue. This is something that China has been doing every year. So President Xi Jinping, who you can see on the left, is a leader who's known to be particularly vociferous on this issue. Let's take a look. First, April 2017. We're going to start there. China publishes a map in which they rename 6 places in Arunachal Pradesh, as you can see. In the same year, they also make this move. They make this move after the Dalai Lama is supposed to visit. Let's move on very quickly. December 2021. Now, in between 2017 and 2021, one thing that's happened in public is that China had burnt about 20,000 maps that marked out Arunachal Pradesh as a part of India. This was part of a public demonstration that they did. December 2021, they released standardized names of 15 different places. Now, also marked on the Chinese maps as South Tibet. So, Arunachal Pradesh is marked as South Tibet in the maps that they take out in 2021. Now, fast forwarding to 2023, so a little earlier this year, 11 places are renamed by China in Arunachal Pradesh. Remember that India decided to host some of the G20 build-up events in, for example, Itanagar. China declined to participate, even though China will perhaps be coming. Xi Jinping himself will possibly be coming for the G20 summit. August 2023, China releases the 2023 edition, as we're telling you, of the standardized map. It keeps some of the changes we've just talked about and introduces some more. These are changes that are part of an annual release of a map that China does. Now, let's take a look very quickly at more reactions that are coming in. We'll also head in first to a short break. We'll see you on the other side, focusing on this story and